Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength class, well, we're focusing on upper body strong. Are you with me? So with that said, I'd like you to have a nice cleared out area, nothing to get into your way. A mat close by with a light set and a medium set of dumbbells. Some water, you'll take breaks when you need to, and work at a pace that is comfortable to you. But first things first, we have to start by warming up. Now simply bringing your feet apart and shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Slowly walk forward and walk back. And walk forward. Walk back. Hold yourself here. Tap forward. Reaching the arms straight ahead with the thumbs up. The chest is up, shoulders are back and down. Now reach across the chest, all the way over. And add a leg curl. Tap the toe back to the floor. Reach back to the front. And come back into a march with your feet apart. Shifting your weight side to side, moving yourself forward, move yourself back. Move yourself forward, roll through your feet, and move yourself back. One more here. Move forward, and move back. Tap your toe, arm forward. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Across the chest. Leg curl. Toe back to the floor. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold over to the right. Roll through the foot, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold yourself here, lunge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Now turning to the front. Toes come up, sitting down in your right leg and hinging from your hips, so you feel the stretch along the left hamstring. Inhale. Exhale. And bring yourself over to the left. Roll through the foot. Up and down. Roll up and down. One more. Hold here, lunge forward. Turning everything to the front, toes up. Bending the left leg and hinging so you feel the stretch in the right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale. And come center, one arm across the chest. Hold. Open the arm, and again. Open. And close. One more. And the other side. Across the chest. Open. And close. One more time. Excellent. And both arms straight out. Now, shoulders are back and down. Think shoulder blades. Squeeze them together and release. Moving only your shoulder blades. Now, glance at your elbows. Make sure the elbows are not moving much. And feel the shoulder blades connect and release. One of my favorite exercises because it helps us sit up straighter. It takes away the slouch. One more. Hold here and release. Okay, first up, we will start with a back row. I want you to take one medium to heavy weight, still standing. Place yourself in a lunge position. Now chest is up nice and tall, hinge forward from your hip joint, and elbow comes up and down. I want you to think of this. As your elbow comes up, that's what should be pulling the weight, is from your elbow and not your hand. And you feel your shoulder blade connect against your right shoulder blade. Bracing from the center, keeping neutral spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, come up, right here, right from the front. Shoulders are back and down. A hammer curl. Up and down. Now, if the weight feels like it's too heavy, lighten the weight. but you may be able to lift if you're sticking to a medium-sized weight. Chest tall, shoulders are back and down. You have 5. Think of your bicep. Contract as you bend. 3, and 2, and 1. Other side. Placing yourself in the lunge position. Chest is up, hinge forward, and back row. Now remember, as the arm comes up, you are moving the shoulder blade towards the other shoulder blade. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Shoulders are back and down. Hammer curl, up and down. Now, as you curl the weight, think shoulder. Your shoulder needs to be pressed back and down. If you feel like you cannot control your shoulder, I want you to lower your weight. At the same time, think bicep. Contract from the muscle as you curl. 4 more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Come center, other side. Back to your lunge. Hinge forward. And lift from the elbow. 1 arm row. Working your left shoulder blade towards your right shoulder blade. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Shoulders back and down. And curl. Engaging your center. And when it comes to weight training, the bottom line is every time the weight feels more challenging, that's when I want you to brace your center even more. It's a good habit to have. 4 more. And 3. Now 2 and 1. Switch sides. Chest is up tall. Deep breath and exhale, hinge and pull. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. 5 more. 4 and 3. Now 2 and 1. Come center and curl. Chest is tall, shoulders are back and down. Use your breathing. You have 4 and 3. Now 2 and 1. Excellent. This is a great time to grab some water and let's bring our mats down to the floor. So keeping your weights close by. And starting out with the legs forward. About hip distance apart, deep breath. And as you exhale, hinge forward, feeling the stretch along the back of the legs. Deep breath up and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Now cross the left leg, inhale and exhale into a figure 4. And as you come up, twist to the side, lifting your knee and lift. 1 more. And release the other side. Cross over, hinge forward, and twist and lift. Come down, and twist and lift. 1 more. And release. Now, bringing yourself over to all 4s and utilizing the smaller dumbbells. We will place one on either side of the mat. Now, I want you to feel like your weight is very balanced on both sides. Starting with the left arm, elbow into the side, reach forward and come in. Out and in. Now the 3 points that are on the floor, the 2 knees and the hand, they all have the same amount of weight. You're bracing from your rib cage in. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. Now, if this bothers your knees, you can place your knees up on a towel or you could sit in a chair if you wanted to, or sit a different way. Taking your arm up, this time working on triceps. Weight goes behind the head and straight up. I want you to think about pointing your elbow up to the sky and feeling your tricep contract as your arm lifts up. You're pulling in from your abdominals. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Again, find your center. Now, right arm, balancing your weight on 3 points. Elbow comes in and reach forward. In and reach forward. Small bend in the elbow. Inhale one way, exhale the other. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, find a comfortable position to be in. Arm comes up, and back and straight up. Bracing from the abdominals and feeling your tricep contract as you extend the arm up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, one more round. Balance your weight first, weight in hand, and reach forward and back. Forward and back. Inhale and exhale. And wherever you feel like you're struggling the most, that's where you contract your center the most. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. Find a comfortable position to be in. Arm is up and back and down. Inhale and exhale. Feeling your tricep contract, so you're working very intentionally. If you depend only on the weights, it'll take you longer. But if you actually contract from your brain, contract the muscle as you're working the muscle, guess what? We reach success much quicker. 2 more. 1 more time. And down. Find your balance. Other side. Reach forward and back. Forward and back. Inhale and exhale. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center, arm is up, behind the head and up. Feeling your tricep contract. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Excellent. Now, placing those weights out a bit, taking our heavier weights by our sides, and coming down onto your side, all the way over, taking our heavier weights in hand, and start from the top. So now shoulders go deep into the mat. It feels like your chest lifted. Contract from the rib cage, take your knuckles and press them up so your wrist is very straight, and turn the weights the other way. And now open for a chest press. And as you extend your arms up, I want you to feel that your shoulders are staying down against the mat the entire time. And in essence, it should feel like your chest rises as your arms go up. Five more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. come down, lowering only one weight, and now taking the other weight from the ends. Elbows very close to your body here. Shoulders stay back, rib cage engaged, and reach up and down. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, taking the arms again. Arms up, turn to the sides, knuckles up, shoulders back, and open out 90 degrees, keeping your wrist over your elbow as you come out. And then feeling your chest rise as you lift the arms up, but keeping the shoulders down. There's a lot going on here. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, dropping one weight, bringing that one off to the side, and taking this dumbbell from the ends, elbows in tight, and push up and down. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, setting that weight off to the side as well. Now from here, bring both knees in, arms out to the sides, and here's what we're going to do. You can keep your knees bent at 90 or anywhere up. Now from this point, now shoulders stay against the mat no matter what, and slowly allow the knees to come to one side. So as my knees go to the right, my left shoulder's pushed into the floor, and when I can't hold it anymore, which is this point, I'm going to squeeze my abdominals and move to the other side. And same thing, no matter what, the shoulders stay against the floor. And when you can no longer keep the shoulder against the floor, that's your cue to move the legs. And as you're moving your legs, think abdominals. Pull in from the rib cage, brace from the center. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Four more on each side. This is 3. And 2. One more on each side. And come center, pulling the knees into the chest. Slowly cross one foot over for a figure 4 and pull the legs in. Think of this like a little intermission. Enjoy it though. Switch sides. Pull the legs in. And both feet down, hip distance apart, hands behind the head. Lifting your head up so that your arms and your head they're hovering off the floor. Now take your focus into your rib cage. This is where all the action happens. Squeeze the ribs, and that in turn pulls your upper body up, and then come back down. Your hands are holding your head only to hold 8 to 10 pounds. That's it. So I want you to feel the weight in your hands, and the movement comes from the rib cage, opening and closing. Five more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Take the arms out again. Legs come up. And keeping your shoulders against the floor no matter what, then pull back up. So in essence, your legs will never touch the ground, but they'll get as close as they can. We each have our own range of motion, but your shoulders are the ones in charge. So if you actually allow your shoulder to come up off the floor just so you can get your legs lower, you're no longer training your abdominals the way you should. So I want you to really think about keeping the shoulder down. The benefit of this exercise actually comes from this portion right here. Squeeze the abdominals tight, yes. And again, now lift and tighten, there we go. 4 more on each side. This is 3. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Both feet down, hip distance apart, hands behind the head. Your head is hovering off the ground. Now all your attention goes to the rib cage. And squeeze in and release. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Feeling the weight in your hands of your head, so your arms are not pulling or lifting, they are just going along for the ride. You have 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Coming over, bringing yourself up. And simply starting here, one arm goes up and behind the back and pull the elbow back. Hold. And release. The other arm goes up and back and pull the elbow back. And release. Now, bring yourself over again. Hands this time outside of the mat. Staying on your knees, but pressing your body forward. So you keep neutral spine, your chest lands in between both hands, and your goal here is push-ups. So you're bending your elbows out to the side, bending to 90 degrees and back up. Always keeping the elbow over the wrist. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Bracing from the center, especially as you go down. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up, taking your light weight. And once again, you could either stay on your knees or place something underneath your knees, or you could sit a different way if you want to. Sit up very tall, arm to the side and back down. Up and back down. Simply to shoulder height. Bracing from the center as you lift your arm. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Push-ups. Bring your chest in between the hands. The center's braced. Down and up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Use your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time come back into child's pose. Enjoy this stretch. And we have the other arm. I will turn sideways so that I don't bang into my wall of paintings. Chest is up nice and tall. Come out and back down. Bracing from the center. Inhale and exhale. Using your breath as you move and lifting up only to shoulder height. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Bring yourself down to seated, and you can keep your legs out or crossed. I want you to sit in a comfortable position. Taking the small weight, grabbing from the ends, and just like we did when we were laying down on the floor, elbows are into the side and push forward and in. Out and in. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Use your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Now, taking both arms forward, just like we did when we were standing. Think shoulder blades, they come back in together and release. Feel your shoulder blades move. Feel them connect. Feel them let go. The move is not huge, it's small. If you feel like you're opening your arms, you're trying to make the move too big. So I want you to make the move smaller. So it's simply your shoulder blades moving back. 5 more. 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Now arms up, shoulders to the ears, push down and back. Think of a giant circle, shoulders up, down and back. Up, down and back. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down. Taking the hands right behind the head. Now, we will use our hands for resistance, so keep that in your mind. Simply bring your chin down to your chest, feel the stretch. Now, hands for resistance as you come up. And again, chin to chest. Resist up, chin to chest. Resist, one more, chin to chest. And resist, hold here, turn to the left elbow back. Come center, other side. And one more on each side. Turn, elbow back. And come center. And release. Extending the right leg out, left knee is bent. Deep breath. Toes to you and hinge from the hips. Deep breath. Exhale. Now coming up, left hand back and rotate. And release. Other side. Bring the leg in nice and tall. Deep breath. And exhale and hinge. Inhale. And exhale. Come up and turn. And come center. Legs come in, giving yourself a nice side stretch. So as I'm pushing my left arm up and over, I'm pushing my left hip down. All at the same time. And inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. And release. Other side. Up and over. And center. Deep breath. And center. One more time. And center. Taking both hands in, stretching your hands towards me. I must say, this is one of my favorite stretches because I'm on the computer a lot. So my fingers get tight, and then I lift weights, and my fingers get tight. One more. Feel the stretch. Now, arms up, and release. Again, stretch forward. Up, release. One more. Stretch forward, up, and release. Arms stay down. Taking the ear to the shoulder, pressing the opposite shoulder down, and come up. Again, left side. And up one more time. And up, other side, ear to shoulder, shoulder down, and come up. Ear to shoulder. And up one more. Ear to shoulder. Up. Taking the right leg out, left leg on top. hinge forward. Pull your toes towards you. Knee up and turn. And release, taking the leg down. Now, shift your weight to your hip. And the leg can be without your arm and pulling the knee back. Feel the stretch in your quadricep, or you can add your arm. Either way, chest is up tall, and hold, and release. Crossing the other leg over, deep breath, and exhale. Knee up and turn. And bring the leg over. Reaching yourself over onto the hip, backing your knee up all by itself, or reaching back for your shoe or your pants and pulling the knee back a little further for quadricep stretch. And release. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, keep your body moving, and simply enjoying the day ahead.